What is going on, everybody? It's me, Craig, and I am back with something we haven't done in way too long, but you know, finances are finances. I have gotten in my first new distinctive dummy, kind of new. I'll explain that in a while. The boxes have even changed. I don't know if this box is a little bit bigger, maybe, but that's cool. I used to have many distinctive dummies. I unfortunately did have to liquidate a few, bills and life, but I still have, probably 10 to 15 ones that will be very hard to have a part with, and I will still look to add occasionally when I can. But this is one I had to buy for two reasons. One, it's an awesome looking figure, and two, I had the first version of it, but what he did with this, and I unfortunately sold it, but what he did with this entire packaging now is so much nicer. It's such a cool display piece, and there's a bonus that didn't come with the original figure. So I did just pull it out of the box. I'll be honest with you, I saw all the tape on it. I wasn't going to try to struggle through everything, but here it is. So it'll be more like an bubble wrapping than an unboxing, but that is cool because I will have to get inside the box itself. But this, oh man, the artwork on it, I am so glad I got it. I was debating, again, not, again, funding and finances, but he came so strong. This one looks amazing, just on the size. And then let's get to some of the artwork. The most fun you'll ever have being scared, Creepshow. More beautiful artwork on the back. You got the modern insignia, which that actually is. I have that over here. Let's see. I don't want to. Okay. Like Martin made these caricatures, and this is one that will always stay with me just because I like Martin a lot and I love his work. So that's over here, and that matches the distinctive dummy insignia, I believe. So inside this box, and I'm going to take my time trying to open it because I don't want to damage it, because this will probably be something that I keep inside the packaging to display. So let me. No, hold on. The tape is vast on here, and I don't want to just cut through it and whip the box because I did that once before with something. Give me a moment. In fact, you know what? Let's try this. Something I don't often do. Let's pause. I'm back. Okay, that worked. I was scared pausing it was going to reset the video, but I was able to get the tape without damaging anything in the box. So now, let us see. And you heard me say that is something unique in this one that wasn't with the first Fluffy. Well, the first Fluffy he did was just fluffy. It did have like a foldable crate of sorts with it. But in feeling this, it feels like there actually might be a hard version of the crate. But I didn't even realize that. The thing that's added to this is the head of Adriana Barbeau's character, whose a name I should know off the top of my head. I don't remember it right now. But I want to make sure I carefully go through all this bubble wrap, which isn't exciting to you, but I just want to make sure there's no piece inside of it. But everything is wrapped up super secure, so that's excellent. So how's everyone doing? Today is my Halloween party. I am quite excited. Okay, so we got that out. We got all the styro out. We see the Fluffy. Let's see. Okay, here's the box. So we do have a full crate. I don't see the head yet. But it might be in the crate. Well, I might have to go look through some of the other stuff more carefully. I will take him off. Yeah, this is so much nice. He actually has a full crate. The last time was a cardboard fold out. So this will display very nicely. I'm hoping the head is in here. I will tell you though, if it happened to not be in here, well, Martin would absolutely make good. But I know a buddy of mine ordered the Leprechaun car, and I think the Leprechaun figure wasn't in there, and no worries there. Which I got that too. That was actually the last one I got before this, so if that helps time wise. Okay, so I did see a little piece of the lock fell off, but that's fine. That doesn't look like it broke off. It's just something I'll hang on the chain. So I always want to make sure not to lose anything. Oh yeah, the head's definitely going to be in here. Check this out. Look at, and I'm presuming it's very screen accurate. Like, I don't know all the words on the box, but it does look pretty similar. Look at that. Full, and this isn't cheap either. And inside is going to be Adrian Rubbo's head, which is an excellent little addition, in my opinion, to all this. What does that they say? Added value. Man, I'm very happy to get one. I've been passed on a lot of distinctive dummies. Just again, they're cool figures. They definitely worth the investment, but you can't buy everything. But this one, just because of my love of Creepshow, and the sculpt, by the way, that was done on this. And I say the sculpt because I think Martin might still do it the old-fashioned way. But if he does do the 3D printing, then well, his sculpting here was better than the sculpt that they had, I think, on the figure of Adrian Barbeau. Now, granted, that was not Creepshow, that was the Fog, but still. Okay, so now you want to see Fluffy. Okay, I have the other lock piece. You know, again, it would just hang on the chain, so that's loose. That's why I was careful going through everything. Okay, I'm going to cut Fluffy out of the box. Wow, this is not cutting easy. Well, guess what? Now that we know we can, and it won't mess up the video too much, let's take a pause. I'm back, like magic. It's very funny, like, I probably should have been using this pause button a lot longer. Maybe some of you would have complained, joked about me getting to the point of things. But this is beautiful. You know, you got the blood, and I will absolutely display it inside the box, but him coming out of the crate, I think that the head, I believe I can make it held in the hand, you know, that way. So this is, I am so glad I was able to get Fluffy back in my collection. I had all, I believe I had all the Creepshow figures he made for part 1. With the exception, if he did a Jordy Verrill. I never had it. No, actually he did make one. That one I never got. I had the other ones. They're beautiful figures. Those all got sold. I'm not trying to re-grab all of them, but Fluffy had to come back. So the new one now with the crate, it's such an improvement. To me, at least as far as displayability, the box, the packaging, etc. The original Fluffy came in a very small boxes. This is going to display great in my collection. So again, folks, thanks for checking out my video. And believe it or not, there will be one more of these figure videos coming soon. I don't know when. You know, another big character I had to get. Not Martin, though, this time. Somebody else that I do have a few things from, Luther Berry. So be on the lookout for that. And until we meet again, folks, peace.